Hey guys, this video is on prospecting. So by prospecting, when we talk about prospecting and link building, we mean building out a list of target websites, target influencers, target bloggers, people that we want to show something to elicit a link. So just the list of websites that we want to win links from. So when we break it down, there's three primary methods that you can use. Number one is using Google in Google search operators. So Google search operators are things like these queries here. So here's one I'd made earlier for garage spring doors. So using a Google search operator, you can put in your keyword and then add a search operator, and it'll return you really specific, narrowed down results. So that's just great if you want to find really targeted results. Any website that mentions garage spring doors that also accepts guest posts, we can filter for all those things. We can do it for sponsor posts, resource pages. So these are really powerful, these things, search operators. They're going to help us a lot when it comes to prospecting. Second method we can use is Pitchbox or third-party software. They just kind of deliver their own results based on some keywords you input. There's a lot of them out there. Buzzstream, they have their own kind of influencer finding tool. And of course, Ahrefs, which allows you to check for competitor backlink profiles. And you can just find the backlink profile for any targeted page you can imagine or think of. So first of all, I'm going to talk about how we can use Google search operators. So whenever we come to build out a prospect list for any website, any client, your keywords are obviously going to depend entirely on the website you're promoting and the keywords that you actually want to rank for. So here's an example: crazygames.com, a website for browser games. So these are some of our primary keywords: games, fun games, cool games, online games. Secondary keywords might be things like a specific game review, or just even like a specific game. That site in particular gets most of its traffic through people just typing in a certain game, like for example Run 3, which is like a wildly popular browser game. So next, once we've got a list of keywords, again, entirely dependent on the content and what our website is, we want to build a prospect list. So we want to open the search operators file, and we want to make it specific for whatever. See, fun games for crazy games. Let's make it fun online games, fun browser games, because that's more specific. So the next step, which I'm not going to show you just now, is we literally just go into Google and we put in all of these queries, all the ones we want to search for. We take all the sites and we put them into a list. We put them into a list and we find the contact details. It's a painstaking process, but you have to do it. If you want to find a really nice list of targeted sites, then there's really no other way. So you list all your opportunities from Google, and then you would simply upload it to your outreach software. I use Pitchbox, so I would upload my software to Pitchbox. I'd have a campaign. Maybe it's like 200 web opportunities, and I just go ahead, create a personalized template, and I email all my opportunities. And I know that I've got a really good targeted list, because let's say I want to do a guest post campaign. Well, I know these sites accept guest posts, or people have written guest posts and published them on these sites before. Let's say I'm doing a resource page campaign. So I've got like a really great resource of games, and I want to contact any website that's mentioned fun browser games and has them listed as a resource link. So, it's not just random. We're not just typing into Google like games. We're really breaking it down with these search operators and really getting a really targeted list of sites. So that's option number one, using Google and advanced search operators to build a prospect list. I should say, actually, lastly, tools like Pitchbox can help you find some of the email addresses. So what I usually recommend is you upload the list first, see which email addresses it's automatically scraped for you, and then you fill in the rest. So number two, using Pitchbox. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but basically Pitchbox, you can play around with it. It has some very nice options. Blogger outreach, you can find and connect with influential bloggers. Product reviews, maybe you're an e-commerce store. You want to find recent reviews or websites that will review your product. CSV import, that's obviously when we just import our own. Majestic, we can import backlinks using Majestic. The one I like to use is advanced search, which actually is kind of a combination of the initial Google strategy. So we can actually put our advanced search operators in here directly into, let's see, games. This is just a test. We can actually put all of our search operators just directly here into Pitchbox, and we should get some nice results coming out there. Let's see, we want to do a few guest post opportunities as well. Okay, let's do a few guest post opportunities. Oh, just put in the wrong one there. Anyway, let's do another one. Submit an article. Okay, fun browser games, submit an article. Country, United Kingdom. I'm going to put it to United States so we get a broader range of sites. Let's see. Okay. So there's like 10 opportunities already. Talking about browser games, and there's a nice target list of opportunities. If I go back to, I'm gonna leave Pitchbox now. It's only applicable if you use this kind of software, or if you use another third-party software. Maybe it's Buzzstream. I don't know, but Pitchbox is just a nice tool to add to your arsenal to help in the prospecting phase. But search operators, this thing is really key, really key. Using search operators to get more relevant websites, and just using Google in general, and coming up with really relevant keywords and searches. Number three, this is also an amazing option, and it's really different from the other two. So using Ahrefs, I don't know how to pronounce it, Ahrefs. It's amazing for finding competitor links. You can type in a competitor to Ahrefs. You can see exactly where they're linking to, where they're getting links from, and fantastic. Also, you can search for a topic in Ahrefs. Okay, just show you guys quickly here. Let's go to the Content Explorer. Let's type in browser games, or let's just make it more specific, car browser games. Here we got 87 results. Let's do one article per domain. Okay, still 49 results. So here we have 49 websites that mention car browser games. We can easily export this list at a click of a button. We're not going to just now, and we'll have a list that we can then take that list, put it into Pitchbox, create an email template, and try and win links to some of our car browser game pages. It's an amazing, really fast, effective way to get a ton of target websites really quickly. Second is, as I mentioned, is competitor links. So we wrote a piece of content recently on one of my clients' blogs about Google Home. So what I did here is I found an article on TechRadar. It's a review about Google Home. So at the click of a button, I have found every single site which links to their review on TechRadar. 213 backlinks from unique domains. Again, I can easily export this at the click of a button. I'm going to show you. I've actually got this version prepared, so I've already exported all of these sites and put them into a spreadsheet, which I'm going to upload to Pitchbox. I'm just going to get you down to the stage. Yep, so you can see this is on my guide here. TechRadar.home review, exported the backlinks. Yeah, and now this is just for Pitchbox's sake. When we come to do our template, we're going to want to have, so we want to upload it like this with two columns, column A and column B. One is the domain, one is the referring page URL. Because when we come to send our emails, we're going to want to cite the exact page that this website mentions Google Home on. So they can say, okay, this guy's obviously actually found the specific page on my site where I mentioned Google Home. He's taken the effort and time to look for that. So he sounds like a reliable kind of guy. I'm going to show you. I've already sent out this campaign. It was a very successful campaign. Won a lot of links. Here we go. 36% response rate for this campaign, which is kind of insane. Let me just show you how some of our won links looked. So here's after we uploaded this entire list of, we uploaded a list of 300 domains. It probably only took us in the end 2 or 3 hours, just to get our prospect list of over 300 websites onto Pitchbox for this campaign. I'm going to show you what my initial email was to win a link. Hey, Paul, I know you're busy, so I'll cut right to it. I'm contacting quality sites with pages featuring Google Home resources. I think that my guide on how to fix Google Home problems might be suitable for your post. That's, I'm setting his post there. And this is my article here. So the way I framed it was, that's a great article. I noticed you mentioned Google Home, but Google Home has these 11 problems. I think, your users should be aware of those problems, and I think it would make a really great resource to include in your article. So that was it. Nothing special. A really simple, this is a great article, which obviously helps. But just, a really simple email. There was a little bit back and forth, and, we had some fun, and long story short, he added the link. So that method of using Ahrefs is just really effective to get a large number of highly targeted prospects really quickly. So just to go over that again, you've got two options. We have the Content Explorer on Ahrefs, where you can search for anything you can imagine, and it'll return a list of all of the sites and blogs that have mentioned that topic. Export them. Let's just say you're a photocopiers. Let's just say you sell photocopiers. You want to find any blogger who's talked about photocopiers. Huge number of results here. UK photocopiers direct. So some of them are going to be there's an insane number. You export there, you've got 3,000 results right off the bat. Websites which mention photocopiers. You're going to want to make this more specific. Photocopiers for businesses. But this Content Explorer thing is really great. 19 there. So there's 19 far more photocopiers for businesses. 19 really nice targeted results. Then there's the backlink profile scanner. So you want to build links to a page which mentions Google Home. Okay, so let's find a page which has a lot of links to this page. Let's say, for example, you were promoting a photocopy. Let's type in photocopiers. I'm in the UK, so this is a UK website. But let's look at this #1 ranked for photocopiers in the UK. Let's take a look at some of their referring domains. They've only got 39, which is kind of surprising. But here's all the sites that are linking into these guys. Maybe there's a few opportunities we can use there. You can go far bigger than that. You could find an article on BBC, which is about photocopiers. I'm sure they have a lot more links to that article. And you download a list of anyone linking to that article, and again, you download it, you make it look all pretty, you get the information you want from Ahrefs, and you upload it to your outreach tool. So that, in a nutshell, is how to prospect for sites. I think ultimately nothing can really beat Google and Google search operators for relevancy. Those are the best. But if you want some options which are going to give you volume and scale, then these two options are very good, especially Ahrefs, because you can come up with a list of 300, 400 target websites in the space of a couple of hours. You still, and this is a very essential part, just last but not least, you're still going to want to inspect all of your opportunities. So you can either do this manually before you upload it to a system, but you need to make sure, because no system is perfect. You need to make sure that the website you're targeting is actually relevant. They're going to resonate with whatever you say to them. So if there's a website which is irrelevant, they're going to email you back and just say, hey, like this, what are you doing? Why are you emailing me? This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, you need to make sure that the targets are good, but it's just a really nice way to build out a big list of targets quickly. So as always, any questions, just drop them in the comments below and I will answer as soon as I can. Thank you.